I'm gonna show you how I made this Coca-Cola commercial with nothing but AI and my iPad. And it looks something like this.
Ho, ho, ho! Welcome, welcome! Come on in, I have plenty of Coca-Cola for everyone.
So everything you see here is done with AI. I'm a 3D artist and I didn't use a single 3D software or hire someone to help me make this commercial. And in this video, I'm going to show you guys how I made this video step by step. So make sure you subscribe to this channel for more videos like this in the future. I'm sure you guys know that AI is taking over many industries right now. And it's changing how we do everything. I mean, I used to be a 3D artist for almost 7 years and my workflow has completely changed. I used to spend days in Blender tweaking little details, tweaking lighting, and waiting hours for something simple to render. But now our clients are literally coming to us asking for AI-powered videos, which is crazy. I mean, at the end of the day, they want a really good-looking video with less time, and they don't really care what tools we use to get that output. So the industry is shifting and it's happening way faster than we actually realize. And I think we are kind of forced to adapt to the changes, or I feel like we'll be left behind. In this video, I'll show you guys how I made this commercial using AI, starting from the script itself, which is essential in any production. So instead of starting from a blank page, let's go online and find a reference commercial which we can use to model our script around. So I'm gonna go on YouTube, Behance, and Vimeo to see if I can find some cool commercials. So if you go to the official YouTube commercial page, you can see there are some AI ads already. So this itself shows that AI is going to be a huge part of the visual effects advertising industry. Then I'm gonna go to Behance. You can find some cool references here as well. Let's say soft drink commercial. Yeah, they have some really cool stuff over here. I think I already have an idea on where I want my commercial to go. So let's just log into ChatGPT and we'll start working on our commercial. So like I said before, the script is actually the most important part in any commercial or any film. So it's really important that you get it right. So I'm going to use ChatGPT to help us work on the script. I already have a prompt that I've created, which you can use. And let's see what ChatGPT will give us and let's build on top of that. So I'm going to copy paste this here and I'm going to write this in a canvas so the ChatGPT would let me edit the document on ChatGPT itself so that I don't have to go on Google Docs or anywhere else to edit my script. Let's give it a second and it's already given us a pretty decent script, I would say. For a 30-second commercial, 7 shots would be enough. I think I might make some tweaks to this. So I'm gonna describe exactly what I want. I already have a commercial in mind, so I'm gonna describe exactly what I want this to be. I'm gonna copy paste this prompt and it's gonna change our script into exactly what I want. Okay, so I think we have a decent script. Now I want ChatGPT to put this into a table so that I can have voice lines separately, the prompt also in a separate column so that I can use the prompts to generate reference images so that I can create videos out of those images in Gemini and Google Flow. So I have this prompt over here, which we'll be using to create the images using Google's Gemini's Nano Banana Pro. At this moment of me creating this video, Nano Banana Pro creates the best images. Also make sure you go here and select web search so that the model will search the web for the best prompts to use with Google's Nano Banana. So you can hit send now and it'll generate something really cool for you. And you just have to copy paste it and maybe tweak it a little bit in Google Gemini. It'll get you some great images. So like I said before, at the moment of me recording this video, Google Gemini's Nano Banana Pro is the best image generation tool. So let's see how we can use this to create our images. We're going to ChatGPT over here. I'm going to copy paste the prompt. I'm going to paste it over here. So, and also I'm going to pick the tool from here, create image, which will be Nano Banana Pro. And I'm going to just hit generate to see what we will get. If you can upload some reference images, that'll actually help the AI to be specific. So make sure you go to Google and let's just search for a Coca-Cola bottle. So like I said, it could, if you want, you can use a plastic bottle or a glass bottle or something like that. I'm just going to take a screenshot of this glass bottle and let's go here. I'm gonna upload this, and also let's upload a background. Yeah, we can upload some backgrounds like this as well. Maybe you can tweak this in Photoshop. I'm just gonna upload this, and let's upload this. Let's see what we get. It's gonna take a second. It's using Nano Banana Pro. So thing about prompting is you would not get exactly what you want sometimes. So you'll have to do a few different iterations. Also, when you're prompting in Google Gemini, make sure you go to a new chat if it doesn't come the way you want. Sometimes if you use the same chat, it'll give you the same background, and sometimes it'll make only minor changes. So make sure you, if it doesn't give you the exact background or exact details you want, make sure you sometimes you need to use a new chat over here. Prompting in itself can be a bit of a creative skill, but the more you do it, you actually get how the AI works, and then you can get some great results. So here you can see it's not exactly what we want. So I'm gonna see if I can remove the background house over here and the lights in the trees. So I'm gonna prompt this again and let's see how it looks. Also, you can see here, I didn't use a reference image, so the image created here looks totally different from what a Coca-Cola bottle would typically look like. You can see the red label is not there, and it's sort of like not exactly the vibe we are going for. So it's good if you can. So yeah, you can see. So I use this prompt here to remove the background house and the lights, and all I have to do is replace this bottle with this Coca-Cola bottle. So let's see if this will work. So you can see here, I tried a few different prompts, and I removed the glow out of this, and I made this a white image, and this is actually something that we can use for the commercial that we're going for. And you can see here, these are all the images that I generated. That is actually something like we have here in our script. So sometimes I've generated the same image like twice. So you can see here, this is the Coke bottle I've used, and you can see this is another wider shot where the Santa Claus picks up the bottle, and also this is another close-up of the bottle. So we'll be having a shot where you show the bottle cap and the camera pans down. So this is where we'll be using that. And then we have Santa Claus. This is where he is opening the bottle. Also, you have the truck driving in. I have a few different versions of the truck. I was playing around adding branches just to create some depth in the scene. These are all the images that I used. And I have the cute little guys over here. I think I got this right in the first prompt itself. We can get to the video now. I'm going to use Google Flow. You can see here, I'm going to say create with Flow. And this is where this is like the workspace. And I'm gonna click here, and there you'll find a few different options where you can create text to video, frame to video, and ingredients to video. You can also create images here, but we already use Gemini to create images. And here, if I give you a brief introduction on these three features, text to image is basically where you type something and you generate a video, and frame to video is what we'll be using. It's quite interesting, but we'll get back to it. And ingredients to video is where you can upload a couple of images. Let's say, for an example, you want to create a shot of a model wearing a certain type of clothing in a certain type of background. So you can upload the background, the clothing, and the model. It will combine all of it and create a video for you. But in this video, we'll be using frames to videos. We'll be uploading the first frame and the last frame of the video, and it'll give you an 8-second clip of the frames you have uploaded. So as you can see here, I've uploaded the first frame, and I want this to be the last frame of the video. So I'm gonna upload both of these images and prompt Google Flow to create a cool visual for us. Oh, I've already uploaded it, so we don't have to upload it again. I think it'll upload it. Never mind. So I'm gonna select this as the first image, and then I'm gonna select this as the end frame. Then I'm gonna say move the camera down. That's all I'm gonna say. I'm not gonna say much, and you can increase the quality, outputs per prompt. I'm just gonna pick one, or else I'm gonna use all my credits. Gonna use one and landscape, and that's it. It might take a minute or two, no more than that, and it'll generate a cool video for you. So you can see here it has already created a video. It took about a minute and about 10 seconds, and play it. Okay, it's doing something that we don't want it to do right now, so you might have to generate it again. So you can see here, uh, looks like there's another bottle cap falling from the top, which we don't want to happen. So I'm gonna generate another version of this, and let's see how it goes. So when you're doing it again, all you have to do is reuse the prompt. You just have to click this button, and it'll come here, and I'm gonna use it again. And there are some instances where you have to change the prompt and try again. So until you get the results that you want. So it's also another iteration process where you keep doing it a couple of times until you get the exact result you have in mind. Take your time and do it slowly, and you'll get some cool results. So I think I have something cool here we can use. This shot looks super clean, and I think we can use this. Cool thing about Google Gemini is you also get music with it, and you can also prompt it in a way that it gives you voiceover. So make sure you take full advantage of that. But I think for our commercial, we'll be using 11 Labs, which is a really cool AI tool where you can create voiceovers for small commercials like the one we're making right now. Make sure you take full advantage of that as well. And just like that, within a couple of minutes, you're done with the first shot. So I'm gonna repeat the same process. I would get the images that we created from here, which would be this one, and I'm also going to upload this image as the end frame and get this shot to work as well, which will give me this shot. And you can see if I play it, it's basically those two images. See? There you go. But I'm not gonna play the whole thing through, so in the edit, I might cut, I'm gonna cut from here. I'm not gonna show this part where there's a bunch of snow coming out of the bottle or something like that. So I might cut the shot from here and add some speed ramps and things like that. You can see how many iterations I've created of some of these shots. So I think I tried a few different versions of this final shot, and they weren't as good as I wanted them to be. So there is a bit of a process to this, and you just have to have a bit of patience and keep trying until you get the best results you want. So once I was done with all these clips, I put it all into CapCut because I actually used this iPad to create this video because I was actually stuck in a hotel while I was doing this, and I finished this whole video within a couple of hours. Maybe it took me like 2 to 3 hours to finish this whole commercial. And I also made some shots for a cool iPhone video as well, where it was basically just shots. I didn't have a script or anything. I just made some cool shots. You can see it's not exactly the iPhone 17. There are few mistakes, but I didn't take a lot of time on this, but you can see the potential here. You can create all kinds of cool stuff using this. It can actually help you get inspiration for your 3D workflows as well if you're working in 3D animation. So like I said before, this is the timeline I used, and it was all made in CapCut, which is pretty cool. So if you guys think this video was actually helpful, make sure you subscribe to this channel and leave a comment, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye!